So, and I measure school attire, me Samu.
Oh, and the other person.
And I measure school uniform.
But Friday, yeah, baby, school uniform.
School uniform.
Friday, when I was to be. Mumra Indiani. By 100 pet. Nipan Babu. Baby, I am mentor in Ghana most beautiful. And one year. Mumra Indiani, ye baby, motor of an airport. Mr. Shanov say, Yanni, you can't change room for no. Friday.
Friday there 12.
11 no.
Oh, 12.
And just I don't make kind of stage in the so. And also you so cat have a count member have a family panel set so. Remember be
yeah, 12. 12. They
say the kingdom of God is taken by force. Take it by force. No man. Yeah. Friday you pull me day. So school attire ba. School be a ko e natade and she school attire say check.
Yes, primary.
Innocent wa. Innocent. About 20 minutes we see a real discussion.
Eh never ba cho Mr. Innocent kasano na me twa cash out because me pesca dia call Friday
me mama o dey one number so when try was star 446 star 446 I think some boy na dey me many akai 37 31 27 21 17 11
okay
and 7
numbers no do also me na problem be cash out de me here na this
Ivan
yeah captain I mention what you for the nyamia say ndesha hoden ho I think that more can sports more can say maybe about state of a stadium and na say for nom and me say they were able to raise over $80 million ayo mo amusika mo de ko Ghana sika we free yes somewhere less than $7 million.
Now you say nipa na abiding the contract in my without the Ministry of Health
and how no more district assembly even taxes and for a district regional yes they call private your friends entity
that's right
now what we need their mom so I know the day nipa nim kwan e fa so a yenya sika di but the day bo nipa ho bra ko nipa mo kidney disease look at the number of people mo but nobody cares and they at home so that is the republic unfortunately we find ourselves in instead of misika no ye just to ensure that the problems will be fixed budget ya ba kan ato asananu a ritual finance minister begina ba kan ya as to whether the hope na se for ba Ghana for akaka kwesi but you see budget by Ghana for whenever a conversation is riddled with those mathematical language now people naturally shy away because percentage there and I'm for much interested but I think that there are key highlights I say him na can because budget in say finance minister nya ready ya kra no wo de wani ha first ya de ka because our project is yeah baby 226 billion Ghana cedis going into the next year but revenues in as for grants are benye nyina 176 so yenyan nko biaro ya de ka deficit of yes 50 billion I say ya balance and sana expenditure and revenue at me be on the equal scale so cap to be say this is a country we see the international credit space we've been locked out. So what it means is as you can because Moody's, Fitch, S&P na se for no obia downgrade yen say a car swing ha e wa bonten enya kaketoa ena eno ababeda ho say am no ka say yegusu a ye de amanfo negotiate say be ya kan ye betime nya some MOU be with them and sana IMF even the second tranche of your 600 million no kwa no omo de amayen so that is going say am no ka say ya suspend your payment no na se for no enti aban sa 50 million na all pay no babi obenya free the domestic market for the private enterprises and na se for no omo no e ho no mu raise sika de ye omo nyuma no ene aban ba sa the same market no so no the private entities and enterprises no aba be presika ho and obviously when government is in competition with private enterprises and so for now government will push them away so I know the day business yes private enterprises has always been the engine of the economy and as for captain and their access to credit is compromised because government ain't even kwa bontin ko bobosia na no nti one or local market so our crash those local players out so we are expecting say economy ni begura at the end of the day you might be mistaken and sika your project yagu it's like say o mediabro That is one thing. And the project is yenya because last year or making those projections in the media budget review, he came back to revise the figures to the extent that even grow to Krano or revise it to somewhere around 1.5. So clearly, the year and there is no new revenue measure. Yeah, nam kwan we so the ordinary near to so a property rate and minimum kwan ya fa so a be raise anya sika but the spending there e ba besia again or say Ghana for celebrity and oba and who say na the workers no e hia no kwan to your friends say union na se for man akwa abasa wa ya de economy ya destroy in 6 to 7 years sa ade no kokko ready does it solve our problem because I work say Ghana economy ever cross 1 billion Ghana cedis mark na question is 1 trillion. You have $1 billion mark now. I know the impact I want on the economy is because elsewhere, because the economy I rise it to that particular level, and I say GDP now rise it to that particular level. Captain, within the country, the productivity is high. Companies in the factories so that particular interaction now creating new man for and then the GDP grow and there's always a linkage between the GDP growth and the economic lives of the people. But in our situation that is not the case because even GDP now Ghana because GDP saying the market value of goods and services produced within the borders of this country. The market value. So if we are talking about market value, our prices are key. So if you live in a country where inflation is so high, I know the inflation will drive that particular goods and services prices, Yeah. So the numbers will go up. So you can't fool anybody by saying, yeah, 1 million mark into the people should celebrate because inflation is high and because it is market value, the price will be affected and a bit Myanmar it doesn't mean that the economy is doing well. Again, what is Ghana's share? What this particular GDP I come as me. Because yes, goods and services produced within the borders of the country. MTN share Vodafone and several other private enterprises or more activities in us for Aircom.
That's right.
So I know the day. Economy base in expand because I will share by the womb when we do not even have laws as a bit. I can say, oh, yeah, MTN as over your business will come her or profits won't miss sending in at least retain a certain percentage. Sabaya Ghana economy at me Jinaka. Some laws are not there. And your mobile number business in we are almost some Musicana, they change it into dollars because don't forget, say MTN in the Sika across South Africa or in here cities. So but change it to dollars and those monies will go away. I know the day the economy will contract. So, Sanya Mana Yakano, M1 economy, and yes, a government, Ghana from taking it serious. I think they should be looking at the gross national product. And oh, yeah, the same goods, goods and services, the market value, Ghana from but foreign companies and Ghana for within and outside the borders of this particular country. I don't know what to imagine. So I can say, oh, Ghana for more America, more businesses in as a foreign because I never know cost maybe a certain linkage. Ghana new life is doing better. But these numbers that is why even most economists are moving away from say how economy is doing well. They don't base it on GDP because GDP in nominal terms, is for the books. But in reality, and then people are looking at the poverty index. People are looking at the happiness index. People are looking at the human development index. These things put to premium on Captain Smart as an individual or lifespan the quality of life that you live, your access to capital, nipano, or more even freedom are key. So I know the day it takes an individual and a profile to see how well that person is. These are the indices of which the economy is really doing well. So it's a celebration whenever Sanyama is riddled with mathematical flourishing. People shy away, people don't want to go into it to understand what exactly is happening. And it's the reason why multimedia Sanyama to go from Modi. Again, or say, or ma a friend is saying tax relief for a pad because I think it's a very issue. Yaka Honsen Bebra, Yaka say pad wide and I am my school for beginning to be a binding solution the my and say we granted tax relief for companies as sabi omokra niamana deba no more no have VAT any import duty we free. So but captain ask yourself say companies no more produce pad wo kroma no more do say for my checks I'm told say they are just three and just three their production capacity cannot meet national consumption even in a year. It's less than 30%. So I know the day so more that tax relief then as for them now. Now majority of the people are still importing, and don't forget those who are importing, you're saying pad or mono tax relief be any baby more. So price will not change. So when you have about 80% of the people importing, not just 20%, hard no the day, they might want to keep their prices at par with those who are importing. But I know the day the monies will go into their pocket because that windfall will go to them. It will not be passed to the consumer. This is straightforward common sense. So you see, we were expecting a government to certain initiative. Beka said locally, we are trying to empower several other companies a bit to manufacture some of these things because productivity in the production as for some of the basic things that you hear you don't expect because you look at the emerging needs of the people and yet here is a part at the end of the mind to say Ghana part. When we can have all the resources, everything to ensure that we manufacture this particular thing in this country. Captain, ask yourself. You look at the emerging is none of funny no make up you say, oh, Ghana and make up here my using as if way. About a new emerging way a month for you. So I know that if you are really serious and never know why do people consistently be importing those things from outside? When yes, say yes, I near man at the beer you use here. Captain Nipper Benya Juma ye, Numa Sembeko ye. Now some of these crocodile the John and as for to go just for in the name of politics, it will not solve anybody's problem. Again, yes, tax relief for your friends electric cars. Electric cars, Ghana for facing real challenge. I will chrome how and no, I'm for the light. I'm for the old wire then, and then as a form. Yes, what the electric car buy a free, and even a cash a crowd as what they buy a free because a buying so we say your father said this climate change discussion negotiations now so with me feed into that particular clean energy way now you have access to credit and it's exactly the kind of strategy can for it at the Abasabaya South can be basa or my asabi or more Boasabaya world no bit me realize that clean energy way no that's a sikabi bar oh Ghana for the policy about policy ni say your friend saying electric and cars and as for free in the end of the day at least government has taken certain initiative but you see the real problems are affecting Ghana for a new as a for that is why we want the budget to address and these key issues were left out so why will anybody on his right senses what's not understanding the economy the nature not quite first why you will but me or celebrate it because can you for that read the budget it doesn't make sense and you see the politicization and this kind of so many panel young one who nipa that kind of inclusive politics things are information is available within the space even if you don't understand you can see clarification or clarity to your own understanding by consulting somebody discussions are all over now say economy will be and because the only reason people feel the economy is a better we live in say debt unilaterally you have decided to say and you see no more discuss you. We haven't gotten any proper agreement with any of them. It is the IMF discussion at least some gave us some memorandum of understanding say we should go ahead. Second tranche is say a challenge we need to jump over that particular hurdle because China wouldn't say the Omoka 1.7 billion. Paris Club your Domoka 1.9 billion. Oko Eurobonda. Patron billion. Billion. Oko Eurobonda 13 billion and over. And then yes, you need a bilateral way for 8 billion and within the commercial space 2.3 and over. A car we are soon and I catch up with a challenge. That is the problem at home. And the economy, the cost of budget, a car service in a year, which is 50 billion. Or translated, do you know, Sasik, a can service on a yearly basis, Captain. Wouldn't say so change the IMF the bride. Because 50 billion in a year. Fabra Ghana cities, a bear saying. And a dollar near even 11 cities square divided. And you get somewhere around 4 to 5 billion. Which is much bigger than even the amount of money IMF de Braya Etikruma celebrating. So economy nesi wono akwese adia asie nyina bubu nesi wo and we will expect the central government to do certain initiative bi beba be say Ghana ni enuma sem ne because ya kasa ye tenase ama enuma sem akoyi a captain ye betimi aye because na make catch obi say wokọ places like Bia Komadan Techima ne we ya tomatoes na se for ho adwuma no mo ye. So then a stop government say me your friend saying a tomato factory aba omo yan say tea tomato. Yes, and the wound if you no make sure say you target your friends local consumption. If you be mu and I need tea tomato okrom say. Akomanda in Techiman. Boy. If you be na you need tea tomato okrom. At no the day no, you will satisfy a larger number of people by creating jobs and ensuring says you can order carbon no, it will not go. Then about the same thing about rice. The last time I catch us here the $525 million a carbon tea a cotton mobile kruma in a year. On mine I cut from one, we are even better off them than them because Vietnam or mine said we walk war then I say for a hunyan server back at the agriculture by the backbone. A dear mama in a year Ghana for over $250 million. Echo Vietnam cotton mom. Thailand and then as a forum, when we have vast land in the north, when we can just incentivize people by providing those machinery, a deliberate national policy, you go into mass rice production in the north. You are providing all the needed way. National service personnel here, even the military plan will be ready to devote their time for some of these things. Until say they invest in these productive areas, now say best economy import base, import na yesan bobo se aka ho a that is the cheapest thing to do because I know the yes obi amre but yet chance ya dream said there is a real challenge, there is a problem, and as a government there is a need for us to go into the thinking room now you coming up with some measures a bit me aboy abaya solve problems e facing me no sadly you not see. That is why consistently all the challenges I share program yasa na ye ka ho asem all of them exist till today because I know the day even omo go against laws no nobody face any consequences. Now, at least one at your mind more, we are born here, own face consequences, until everybody is messing around left, right, center, no be after as if said there is no leadership in the country. Okay, yes, and I owe cassette penny. Nobody is talking against any penny. Common sense is enough incentive to provoke any reasonable human being to understand. Say there are certain basic essentials. Nipa be here as a government, won't mean because you are not advocating the government and cut off a Larry and Chamagana for. Neither are you advocating the government should provide peace for essential basic human needs. To the sense that people don't even have access to the sense that last week Otunfo had to go on the bended knees appealing to the people of Kumasi. Say, Kajet, your friend is a Convernoche hospital, no, or no transfer who said be Neman Koye, and for a whole government as a resources and as for Yadamount, who say Yansan conquer side and so far so I say. And now no papa is uncle general parliament say a general hospital no we access to credit over about 50 million on Modokakusi hospital no I have found a can
say adia chain I started oh necessary I started yatia bre no and I'm antini yatia bre sanoka captain na bisa won say your friend saying sa sikano I have found a free Sassy California free. Now, see, I was Sassy Canada Hubs. I was by the same and now Okofaria Hospital. I can all the essential way. The last time I'm confined that I did way by. Oh, come on, the deputy minister called and said, oh, next week, in a civilized society where there is that kind of respect between people, yes, and the citizens, I dare to say when to me and the best thing you do is to resign. But here there is no respect. Nipana onya to me say he is there because when that is the mistake that we do. And obinya to me he expects young worship no. They are beyond your friends saying obedient me nkase say be ade we ni ya na say wanye ni they are beyond rebuke. That is the kind of mentality that they have. But the thing is who they are you need to sit down. I catch as a leadership who say anya den sa o because David. Because you are not supposed to be the best brain in the country. Your job is to hide the best brains, the fine brains available. Everybody. 81 years. Or full stage going to from. Or full stage going to yes. Exactly. And that is what happens. And you see, Sanema way the concept America for invented this chief of staff when the reason why I wanted that chief of staff by is a first in America, automatically you become the vice president. So the person could be working against you. So you needed somebody close to you. Together. That is why the concept of chief of staff was invented.
And you know, so answer na better decision. Yeah, that person I will never do who or them.
Or a penny.
Or a penny. Or 2-4. Times 2 the president. You can adopt a fool to be your father say a chief of staff. Because second the president must have some respect for that person. And or can someone obey answer na
penny match. Yeah. And that penny.
Yes. So answer Nipano obey PA. No, that is how it's supposed to be.
Or not me a for a president I can't say.
Yes.
Coffee.
Yes. That is how it's supposed to be. Because Obey across a grandfather to the president. When I all look up to you, and there are certain decisions that your conscience so answer a president to be free chief of staff or about cabinet meeting, now whatever we be they are on top. I am making some decision you number to papa so and so forth. But it's just usual. You think of some microphobia or we are not at the Flagstaff house area. Abrante ya o Kumasi na ya senso bwachi na sefo. No, mo so mo te Flagstaff house educate fee. So such person dignity by the way mu asabi president ya de obetimi akasa. And I said just look at him no on Akufo-Addo. Say Akufo-Addo ya de enya. Can you even look at the face of the president and tell him anything? O maame ya oti when dey. Enya na Kennedy Japan say all the bribe man someone come and just afford because he's not coming. So these people have compromised themselves, no integrity, absolutely nothing. So at the end of the day, when the ship is sinking, there will be nobody of high your friend say integrity. I'll bet me look to the face of the president and tell him, Master, halt, stand there. Mami, a former chief of staff, your friend say Chief Justice, she was body now. Yes, she was body now, but no. That is the kind of energy and essence better. But I can't tell you now, baby, they can't we are Nipa or I'm for serious because I know the day what compromise so leadership, no me say. A big template where president now far. You look at your local context, you contextualize it in such a way so that you suit to the needs and the emerging circumstances of your people. Now why and yes I will shop it from outside where you say one casa wudi whoever's a bit to near ma a bit me serve youth unemployment is a major problem. And youth unemployment is a threat to national security. When my culture is a win 70-year-old man or Timothy so called you before and always coming back to the youth. Exactly. And examples are around in the Middle East, what happened in the offense Arab Spring this year, because of youth unemployment. So as a government, predominantly majority of your citizens, youth, any least provocation, your priority, the thing that must occupy on top of your mind awareness, must be say we address the youth unemployment challenge. Go and look at the budget. You see, you spend 2.6 billion on NAPCO, and quality fear buying the Omoka. They are living home in first person.
100,000.
Yes.
For 4 years, we divided 2.9 billion. Like I say, Nipa Bakubiano,
yes,
Osumbiano, a switch 2,300 Ghana cedis.
Yes, and you see those people, government set them up. I set them up because listen, may
2,300. You got 2.9 billion.
They have 700 cedis now, the mom.
And Abantia, Abansa Wama or Nipa 100,000 at least is sustainable.
Office now, a train Napkukano. Each person biano sikaya de yana ketua 700 no adwuma it's almost 1,120 Ghana cedis. There are 1,100 Ghana cedis and a prepare with salary 700.
Yeah, wicked or chrome house.
And a Zoom lion so or they 450 Ghana cedis. I prepare 100 Ghana cedis salary. Oh,
and now because when foreign companies in Omobaha, Ombefa Ghana for Ejumano, Omoba, some of them said they are paid in dollars. And you see, there are agencies that are more fronting within the middle. So at the end of the day, they pay directly to them. And foreigners, are paying huge sums of money per head to the workers. But Nipa no fronting as a middle person, paying you in cities. Because you see, the vulnerable and the ordinary Ghanaian all year, Jumano Sabi, Okokai be unity. And at the end of the day, there is nobody to intercede on their behalf. So at the end of the day, no many and and nothing is moving on this particular country. So I think they're going forward, at least mess na koswa we need to show some seriousness na you say o man no sabi We have to do all that we can as people to ensure say you putting nation on a certain pedestal. I hope we be for the future for the ordinary Ghanaian, because as we speak, so we see here the level of frustration, hopelessness, and then as a former said, be a wabonting, man for a captain and not the ketua. And what when you hear a buying as well as a man for some who are come sign where things are not good, people are saying that things are good, and we have this sycophants and bootlickers all over around singing praises to the president because they think they are enjoying everything in school. So even the president, for him to have a clear picture of happenings on the ground, that idea is a bit watered, because at the end of the day, people close to him are telling him that everything is school Ghana for there. We are them come back. That kind of mentality, you find money. Look at the people, look at the problems, address them, because see, central to every good government be the people's welfare. When you have that thing at the back of your mind, Captain, you will always and always make sure say you will do the right thing. Sabi you will be benefited, because we are Nyansania. Nasa woti mentamu, nasa wonkwa, odi awobia, odi obedi bia winya. Ono money did all the rich food every day. Bia you can eat like 4 times. Now our next door neighbor cannot even afford 1 square meal a day. We are Nyansania. A better consent to you, and you may call for a just society where everybody will at least have access to food. Because that is a basic essentials. But people go to hospital and they have to make a choice whether say oxygen will be to your car or into your car. That's why we pay for oxygen. That's what we the catcher say, so for be by your friend saying consulting room. The catcher say, "Never me order." We know so no that's what and sikan what ya abusia for so to me binti doctor Mr. Abaya yentu oxygen no. Oh yes. Yentu oxygen you so be say me say yentu oxygen no. Now Ebisa says, I want me who on the Omoko Bobusia Baba Yayin in a free or in Sano Minyam better take up. This is the level I ever drew. Jesus. Yes, also for yes, ordinary person. But again, is oxygen cinema. And Captain, I'm telling you, some hospital during visiting times, people come, number patient who are now moved to 2 oxygen and higher, no, they're seeing her. So when you're careful, you know, see. So most of the crisis in there for ECU hospital after your friend is saying visiting hours. People go there purposely to kill others. That is why at the hospital you need to very. It could be several reasons. It could be someone to me or that way for so be an so yana yaboka in the oxygen or car as an ano or you to doctor no be into the best you ha and the admission about a muram. What about 3 minutes now or 9? And no. So we really need to be very, very serious. So these hardship and economic challenges in as for our system no say now Babedru, and leadership is doing absolutely nothing. But everyone is saying I'm a colleague right now way yet me shutting it down. Captain, how dangerous those things is. You see, so won't mean you all the your friends say metabolic reaction that body must exit the body. And one of the ways, through the urine. So say accumulative uric acid. And that is why people are dying out of this. So this thing must be an emergency. I'm even told machines about 15. Yes, and then essentials it's not open to way. They are the only company that can provide us. So price and everything is high. That is why Kolobu is facing that particular challenge. Because at the end of the day, Nippon Kwan's or this are if Nemano Hiano or the Bebrel. Price not the cost of when we have money, yes, we have money, we have the resources to ensure say a person this machines here. If it's several way I may be all the regions, hospital be but Oko Lebu, Oko Confanochen as for those they have are not even enough to serve people. And these are life and death matter. Anka you expect a government to make way, but Captain the Hado. My catch was a respect for human life, anyhow. Into Bia Fa, the Bia Sak, and people not this is the time for us to demand from government. My catch was there. Oto Abama Baya, on your down for. And you are not supposed to have any sentimental or emotional attachment to any government. The relationship between you and any government is that they are supposed to do just right for you and ensure that they serve society with the resources given to them. So whenever that particular mandate is not being honored, you have every right to step in and ensure that is done. But if that sentimental your friends attachment, emotional alignment, any those tribal ethnocentric kind of way, and the kind of relationship that exists between us and power. Always people will take us for granted. It's the reason why and Akufo-Addo Aban has decided to take the people of Kumasi for granted, because he knows that the BCBA no Kumasi the World Bank come to Obama me. Manashi wo hokro to Obama me. Yetiaro mkotwa we your friends are swami. Interchange no more way. Oh, that's a finance minister say I can't no more way. And a budget no money. Me ko Kumasi. Yasa wo ko Kumasi.
Was it yeah.
Budgeting, Kumasi way do. So they have no respect for the people. That is the key thing that people should understand. Nothing is coming, Captain, because now Omaya what is 7 years I say no. Can you use 1 year to fix it? Omaya what the 1 year abokro no to understand say the architect is no more and the very people managing the country be and you be an cromfo your friends are cromfo we are cromfo that is the
Pacho 7-star natural mineral water or homodiana pin so adia FFA and say what to bedin Omami and now papa within 90 years 100 years now we're free more 80 now we are not the she brempon ye pan in sukra no mammy for ni teta means I didn't name pepper. Comfort worry crown of Mufunitita, Emma Conopa. No more to Mobadin crown of Symphonitita. Father, Emma Conopa. And you say, Obi, what you mean again for Crana? Well, what we call a Funiata. Emma Conopa. Mama Boniana face at the Moyana Bibiana Conaconacono. Where your friend of 7-star natural mineral water. Yade, Yadumfoni better Tahom and I find in Super Papa, no Super Papa, offer 020-216-3970. I bet you so. But your Heritage Natural Hair Summit, and so a Basso, December 9th. It's a Modiana Sharon. So, numbers are over free 0243-687077. I will come in Kuma Memorial Park. I won't cry. I bet me afraid now. Why you stand so? Bruno Jano said, Tibiano, Bruno, Ebebaso. It's a Shannon so Bobo I want to her. The Becky Cabu boom fine. Now yet with the Bruno Jano at the Abreu Ofrey was 0241-819-541. I bet you so now yet to me and we say I don't want pa Yama stand to be Pa Muka lady Natuano, the Iron Lady. It didn't really know. Yanam Trans, Yanam Tamianam, this shame in your bar and cause it bra. Midajan and Penny for Adiatum. It's Mr. Shandoff, any Sydney, any Oswell. And Taru Wuka, head of entertainment, Unia Group, make a Fabras Bantanaba. Monko Musika, and yeah, Beyamoka. Emacao, Monyana, Saubiaco, Potiamobia, Messay, Monko Brass Band 10 Husika, Nama range 10, Emma Wamba. Yamukan, Ayon, and every 1 o'clock.
2:30.
2:30. 2:30 to 4. It's the same time. They say, yeah, they say you supposed to feel any other time.